After 6 rounds of the 2022 Candidates Tournament, Jan Nepomniatchi led with 4.5 points ahead of Fabiano Caruana with 4 points. In the highlights of round 7, which is the last round of the first cycle, we report on the games of Nepomniatchi against Richard Rapport and Caruana versus Timur Radjabov. Rapport opened with e4, and with knight to f6 on move 2, Nepomniatchi again opted for the Petrov defense. This time the classical attack was on the board. On move 11 the action was as follows. First Rapport took the pawn on e4 and Nepo took the pawn on d4. But in the course of doing so he gave up his b7 pawn and thus his rook for a knight. After the brilliant bishop sacrifice on h3, there was the possibility of a threefold repetition. Which Rapport rejected with the pawn move to f3 after 38 minutes of thinking time. In this position white has a clear material advantage, but due to the king's security it's evaluated with 0.0. After Nepo blocked the white queen's only way out, Rapport then had to give his queen for the rook. Nepo then immediately started to attack the vulnerable white king. And with the h-pawn, he deployed another unit to attack. Although he was a little down in material, the evaluation showed a clear 4.8 advantage for black. And when Nepo managed to capture the h-pawn, the pressure on white became too much and Rapport resigned on move 43 in an undefendable position with an evaluation of 21 for black. Rapport said afterwards that it was a mystery to him why he had not accepted the draw and played on. In the other game with e4 and c5 the Sicilian defense was on the board, where Radjabov surprised with a6 already in the second move, and Caruana needed 10 minutes for the next one. On move 13 the engine recommended castling short as the best move, but Radjabov opted for the more dynamic and risky long castling. In both cases he would have lost the pawn on e5. The king is an active piece in the endgame, which Caruana proved with an impressive king's march from move 30 to 41. Since you don't see this too often, we show the full sequence without commentary. Afterwards, both players were able to get queens, but exchanged them and also the rooks. And after the following moves, Radjabov could no longer stop white from promoting the e-pawn and resigned on move 56. And here are the results of the other games. Jan Nepomniatchi and Fabiano Caruana dominated the first half of the 2022 Candidates Tournament, with Nepo leading on an impressive 5.5 out of 7, closely followed by Caruana with 5 points. We are excited to see what the second half has to offer. If you liked the video, please hit the like button below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest chess news and tournament highlight videos. Thanks for watching.